and has a chance to take that title.
For the NWA heavyweight title. Introducing the challenger first. He is from Charlotte, North Carolina, weighing in at 205 pounds. He is the winner of the NWA Future Legends Cup, Zack Salvation. And his opponent, he is from San Diego, California, weighing in at 236 pounds. He is four-time current reigning and defending NWA World Heavyweight Champion, Scrap Iron Adam Pearce.
And what a prestigious match this is for Zack Salvation. As you said, he won the Future Legends Cup in the NWA tournament last night. And what that means is he was in there with 8 men who had already proven themselves. And to be called a legend is not something that you should just be called. You have to earn it.
Very much so. And like I said, a tremendous opportunity for young Zack Salvation out of the Carolinas, where he's established quite a reputation. And now here's his opportunity to move that reputation down into the state of Georgia, and specifically here in Middle Georgia. This match televised for all of our great fans, Fox 24 and all over the Rampage Pro Wrestling Television Network. This is our first opportunity to see Scrap Iron Adam Pearce in action here at Rampage Pro Wrestling. Not our first time to have the world title defended, but it is our first time to see this champion here in a Rampage ring.
Now I wonder, with the way that he is feeling right now and the challenge being accepted by Bull Buchanan, is that an advantage for Zack Salvation or a disadvantage, because he may be trying to take out his angst on this young man today?
Well, the World Heavyweight Champion knows that every place he goes, he's taking on the top contender. That's the definition of being a World Heavyweight Champion. But you got to wonder going into this, as you've said, is his mind on this match, the match it should be on, or is he thinking ahead of the next time he's brought back when Dr. Johnny Gayton decides it's time again to bring the world champion to Rampage Pro Wrestling, and he knows he's going to have to look across that ring at Bull Buchanan.
Locked up now, collar and elbow into the ropes, and now it's Pearce backed up, and we have a clean break by Zack Salvation. You know, Zack Salvation, although it's his first time here, we say he is no pushover. He should be a top threat for this title. He proved himself in the tournament, so we don't think really that this young man should be overlooked or underestimated by any stretch of imagination.
No, very much so. Of course, we're taping this particular broadcast right at the tail end of the NWH Legends Fan Fest that's been the last few days here in Atlanta. Many of the great legends in the National Wrestling Alliance history were in attendance, including many former champions, including Handsome Harley Race, Dory Funk, Terry Funk, many of these great champions in attendance. But right now we're looking at today's NWA World Heavyweight Champion against one of the future legends, as he's defined, have that feature tournament in Zack Salvation.
And I will tell you that some of those former champions, the Funks, along with the former U.S. champion Tully Blanchard, were watching these guys last night and really taking note that these guys really are the future of pro wrestling.
Very much so, and in fact, in that same tournament were both Jimmy Rave and Kyle Matthews. That match, as you can imagine, fans, nobody won that particular match. That match broke down, got crazy, and had to be thrown out. Inevitably, both of them eliminated from the tournament. One of the reasons why this young man is here, and you're not seeing, say, Kyle Matthews having this opportunity.
Absolutely, great showing for Kyle Matthews in that tournament. Of course, the feelings with Jimmy Rave are always a little bit over the line for him.
I don't know if you noticed that, and of course he calls you Benjamin, I noticed.
I noticed that.
But he's saying that his hair was pulled. I don't know how that's possible.
I'm not sure that could happen, and this young man certainly is a very flamboyant, cocky individual, you have to say. You know,
and clearly follically challenged.
But he has a lot to back it up, because he's had that title 4 times.
Very much so. You know, as someone has been reminded, to have it 4 times, you lost it 3 times, and that means at any time, and that is the disadvantage of being champion. That target's on your back.
Good takedown there by Salvation. Moves right back into the side headlock takedown, and maintains the headlock on the NWA World Champion, Scrap Iron Adam Pearce.
Good job there by Zack Salvation, going right after him. I don't think Pearce expected him to come right back after him like that, but this young man has decided he's going to keep the offense going and stay on the world champion, because this is his opportunity.
Now, Pearce obviously didn't know Bull Buchanan as good as he thought he did, because you don't throw challenges out around the Bull.
Couple of chops in a row after Pearce misses a big swing there, and now Salvation up to the top rope, and it appears he's going to, well, the crowd's going to help him with a little bit of a counting.
Pounding away now at the head of Scrap-Iron Adam Pearce, and one for good measure. And you see the dazed and stunned Adam Pearce now. One whip reversal now by Pearce. Up and over his man, and now off the ropes. Salvation goes for the single leg drop kick, and down goes Adam Pearce.
Enziguri, I don't think he caught him as hard as he wanted to on that, but Pearce got the heck out of the ring regardless. Looked like he caught him a little low into the chest rather than into the face on it. Not sure that's what either man thought was going to happen in that particular case, but it certainly was the end result. But you can see right there just what I said, Pearce lying in wait for him on the outside. I don't think even he was hit by that, and I think he was just taking advantage of this young man, and now you see it as he throws him into the corner ring post, picks him up on the outside.
This is not going to be good. Suplex on the arena floor, and that is concrete with no padding, and surely this young man, Zack Salvation, getting a lot of experience in the ring with the world champion right now.
Well, and Adam Pearce, always an opportunistic fighter in professional wrestling. Again, it's how you hang on to the title. He's not paid by the hour. He is in here to defeat this man and do it as quickly as possible.
He's only had this title the fourth time now for a little over a week as we're taping, and certainly he doesn't want to leave here today without it.
Very much so. On this same television taping, we're going to see the former champion, Colt Boom Boom Cabana.
Double chop there by Salvation. Off the ropes, but notice how Pearce followed him up right behind him, didn't see him coming, and that's the experience factor for Adam Pearce.
In fact, Boom Boom Cabana's in our main event of this particular program. He'll be taking on the television champion, Jeremy Vane. In Vane's corner, of course, Pretty Boy Doug Summers, but over in Cabana's corner, Frankie Valentine. And Doc Gayton has said if Frankie Valentine is able to help, and I think he's gonna, because he's gonna be able to put Pretty Boy Doug Summers at bay, Colt Cabana defeat Jeremy Vane. It's a non-title match, but the end result will be Frankie Valentine not only gets a TV title match, but this one won't have a time limit, because we'll remember at Sizzling Summer Bash, time ran out.
So I really don't worry a whole lot about Doug Summers interfering in that match, because if he gets in the ring, you know somebody's going to be right behind him.
And I'm wondering, are the fans going to be more interested in what's going on in the ring with Jeremy Vane and Cabana, or are they going to be wondering, is Frankie Valentine going to get his hands finally on Pretty Boy Doug Summers?
What a TV main event. Call someone and tell them what Thunderbolt Patterson used to say. You better call somebody.
You better call somebody.
We're on the air, and we'll be live here again on Sunday, August 21st, another Sunday afternoon spectacular at 2 p.m. And as we say, this is a full house here, and each and every 2 weeks we come back.
Inside cradle right there. This could be it.
It gets better and better, and there you see double sledgehammer there and a blow to the midsection. This youngster has a lot of fight in him. If he didn't, he would have won that tournament.
Backing Pearce up into the corner, now shoulders into the gut. A lot of fire being shown here. This man is not showing any idea or any tendency to quit in this particular match, and now he's up top again. May have gone to the well a few too many times on that particular as he's dropped right on that top corner buckle.
Face first, and that's certainly going to take a lot out of Zack Salvation. What a coup for him to go from one night winning the Future Legends Cup tournament to the next day beating the NWA World Champion.
And what a way to debut in Rampage Pro Wrestling. People from all over the United States are trying to find their way, their opportunity into Rampage Pro Wrestling. Well, this young man was able to earn that opportunity at another show and be able to get here not only to compete in a Rampage Pro Wrestling ring, but to have an opportunity at the world title.
Belly-to-belly suplex type move and took him down hard. And there you see Zack Salvation. That could be all she wrote for him. Lateral press, pushing down on him, not hooking the leg, and only a 2 count for the champion.
A little bit sloppy right there by Adam Pearce, but he's just showing confidence at this point.
Do you think when Adam Pearce came into this match, do you think he underestimated this opponent?
I think in this particular case, yes. I think that this is somebody who might not have been on his radar until last night when Adam Pearce was in competition at the same show. So I'm sure he had an opportunity to watch him a bit then, study a little bit about what this man was about, but I don't think he ever had him on his radar as a potential competitor, and that could be a disadvantage, and right now it is.
Caught with an elbow and now caught him with a hard punch. Great moves here by Zack Salvation. A little hesitation there, could have tossed him. This youngster certainly has a great future ahead of him no matter what. One of the young lions of pro wrestling. You're seeing him live here on Rampage Pro Wrestling. On-foot reversal by the champion. Swing and miss, and off the ropes, clothesline by Zack Salvation. Kip up. And this man's on fire.
Crowd is getting behind this young man, Zack Salvation from the Carolinas. I think he calls himself the Queen City Killer. Haven't seen an example of that yet, but we might see it at this point. Can you imagine if this young man in his debut in Rampage Pro Wrestling were able to walk away with the NWA World Heavyweight title?
Talk about the publicity heard around the world. The whole wrestling world will be watching that. Shoots him off now. Up and over, that time messed up the knee, landed on his knee and hurt the leg. He almost took advantage of a missed move by the champion.
Pearce holding the knee. I don't know, it looked like it just went out from under him in the middle of that move. Salvation taking his time getting to his feet, not really trusting the situation here, but Pearce down and looks like he's in real jeopardy at this point. Pearce kicking away, manages to kick the feet out from underneath, but he's still at serious pain on this knee as he is rolled through. He's having trouble trying to figure out. He's now taken the brace off of the knee. Salvation backing away as the referee gets on top of him, checking to see if he can even continue in this match, Ben Masters.
You have a respect factor here by Zack Salvation, but you always have to watch a man that's wily and crafty like this world champion, Adam Pearce. As you know, injuries occur all the time in pro wrestling.
Salvation realizing this is not something he should be waiting back on. And right there, kick backwards and between the legs, and there's a clothesline.
Did you see that?
And he just landed on the back of his neck. Did you see that?
And you talk about injury. This man could have his career ended right here.
And right there, he manages a low blow right into a roaring clothesline, reminiscent